So like today we will see something related to like array methods. So array methods, like we have all these things like in JavaScript, we will mostly work with array. So these are like some of the array methods that are useful to us at the time of working with the array data. So I have documented every like method's name and what they do. And according to that, I have example for that. So from starting, we will see like, so I have array of 3 elements. Okay, Deepak, Sagar, and Frontbench. So first method is my like index of. Okay, so what index of do is it will just search that item inside your array and return that index. So and if that element is not present, it will return me -1. So if I check for the Deepak, it is returning me an index of 0. Like everyone able to see the result?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Just a second, I have an increasing font size. Is it fine now?
Yeah, yeah.
So like Deepak, that element is present at the index of 0. So it will return us the index part. Search for the Lakshay. Like element is not present in the array, so it will be going to give a result of -1. So you can search, like you can use this at the time of searching any element in our array part. Okay. Second is like pop. So everyone know, like pop is just used to like remove an element from the last. So when we just do this pop in our array, so it will remove the last element fragment and give me and it is like a in place. So my original array will be returned like this. Okay, like that element will be returned from my original array. So second is my push method. So what push is do, it is just going to insert that element in the last of the array. So if I when I will push that in my array, and what push do is it will return after inserting that element, it will be going to return me the length of an array. So after inserting this Frontbench, my length of array is 3. So it will going to like return me the length of as 3. So if anyone have any doubt, just speak out. Okay. So second is shift. Okay. So what shift do is it going to append the data in the starting. Okay. Like if like shift, what it is just like push and pop works at the end, and shift and unshift work for the front. So apart, like for the interview purpose, it is a like important part. What is the difference between shift and unshift? Okay, so like shift is to remove the element from the starting, and for unshift it is to push an element in the starting of the array. So it is also returning me the length of an array as 3 and insert my element in the starting of the array. Till now, everyone clear with these methods? Index of pop, push, shift, and unshift. Guys,
Yes.
everyone clear?
Yes.
Okay. So next is splice. Okay, so splice is like we can use it in different purposes. So what it will do is it will perform all the in place operation, means it perform all the operations on that array. Okay, so like if I want to remove some elements from that, so I can use like that. So we have starting index, that is my 0, and till where index I want to perform this operation, like how much element I want to delete. So it will be going to return me the elements that are deleted in the array form. So what I am doing is start from 0 index and delete 2 element. So from the starting, our original array is Deepak, Sagar, and Frontbench. So what it will do, it will delete first 2 elements, Deepak and Sagar, and as it is going to do all these things in place, so our original array will become like this, only the single element. And if I do like only one element, then it will be going to return me the single element as Deepak, because that we have deleted, and my original array is Sagar and Frontbench. Okay.
So
Coming to
what
the
happens?
second,
What happens if I put 0 and -1?
so it will not going to do anything.
Okay.
And in 0
will
1
it not count from backward?
excluded होता है क्या वो?
Like will it means like will it not count from like last element?
Like
Like
if
if
you want to
we
do that,
give
I think
0,
for that we have to use push, and for that I think we have to use index from last. If you will give index from starting like minus, it will take from the end, like how much element you want to remove from the end. So when we give -1 means like start from the end, and how much element you want to remove from that. So in this way, like it will give me the according to that. And the second use
Lakshay, you are not audible.
hello. Yeah. In the like the next use of that is like what we can do is we can also insert element in that. Okay. Like what we are doing in this array is just take 0, start from the 0 index. Second is like how much element you are removing. Okay, so we are not removing anything, we have to insert in the array. So I am inserting Deepak and Sagar. So where we are inserting is we are inserting from the index 0. So if I insert one more element in that, so it will append that element according to that. Okay, so if I start it from index 1, it will result me like that. Okay, so Deepak, Sagar and Lakshay, in that part it is returning me that. So next is slice. So slice is similar, like it is also work like the same splice part, but what difference is the slice part doesn't work on the same array. Okay, it will not going to change your original array, but it will give you a new array. So when we do the slice part, like it will give you the starting index and how much element you want to do. So like we are going to start from 0, and how much element we want 2 elements. So this will be going to give us this output. But the main difference between slice and splice is that slice will not change your original array, but splice will change your original array. Okay, so next we have is include. So what include do is include just like check your element inside the array, whether that element present or not. So you can use it like when you are checking for an element inside the array. So if the element is present in the array, it will give you true, and if the element is not present in the array, it will give you the false. Second is join. So join is similar like joining an array. Okay, so everything you will going to pass inside the join. According to that, it will result like it will return you the result part. Okay, so like the combined result is like that, and if you will like don't pass anything, so it will give you like according to the result. Default is comma, and whatever you pass inside that, it will join according to that. Okay, so the joint result will be like this to me. So next is we have a split. Okay, so first what we did is we joined a string from an array. Okay, you can take it as an splitted array, and we joined that. So now what I will like the string previously that we have joined, I'm going to split that. Okay, so what you have to take care of that, how you want to split that. Okay, so previously we have an string with the space part. So what I want to do is I just want to split according to that space. Okay, so if I have like and inside my string, so you can see like and I have that. Okay, but what I want is I want to split my string where I have and. Okay, so like string is divided like Deepak, Sagar and Deepak. So you have to take care how you want to split your result. Okay, so next is for each. So for each, what will for each do? It is like the same for loop, but it is like an array method. So we can use this on any iteratable. So what it will it will iterate through an every element and print as the result what is the item is going. Okay, so like it will take every element from this array and pass to this arrow function, like we call it as a callback function. So that will item will be passed in this item, and that item will we can work everything anything on that. Okay, so you can do on that like that. So similarly we have map. Okay, so for each and map it is like everyone asks what's the difference in between them, because the main same function they have like iterate through an every element. But what's difference in map and for each is that map going to return you an array. Okay, so what map do is so what I am doing here is, so previously my array is this. Okay, like if I console it here, so my array currently is like this. Okay, Deepak, Sagar and so you can see like the starting letter is not a capital letter. Okay, so what I did is I just mapped every element inside this and changed like applied my functionality according to that it is working. So how map works is it will take every element from your array and you can perform any action on that, and whatever the element you will return, okay, that will be present in that array. And how much like long that will loop will run, it will loop according to the length of your array. Okay, and always map return an array. So if I like if I pass like this thing, I'm not performing anything. So it is like arrow function implicitly returning this empty string. Okay, so we have this empty string my array. So whatever will be, we will going to return this. It will be going to have in my original like new array. So this map function you will be going to use every time at that time when you will be going to loop inside the React component to like when you have the data, you will be going to use it most of the time. Second is like concatenating an array. Okay, so previously we have this array, okay, that have an uppercase letter, and other is we have a small letter. Okay, this is like the array method, and other way we can do use is we can use spread operator for that. And the next is like filter method. Okay, so filter, what filter does, its working is also the same like map, but what's the difference in that is if you return something, it will work, it is work according to the condition. Okay, so all the condition that returns true, that element will be in your returned array. Like I want to get the data which is having an item ID equals to 1. Okay, so I will, what I am doing is I am making this condition true. So whenever this condition is true, that item will be returned in my array. Okay, so if I make this not equals to 1, okay, so what it will do is it will remove my first ID, because what we are doing here is, so I when ID is 1, so it will not like it is equals to this 1, so this will return false. Okay, and whenever it is true, so it will going to return me true, and next condition also return will be going to true. So all those elements, those who return true will be present in my array. So this like you will be going to use at that time when you have to delete any element in that type. Okay, so next method we have is reduce. So how reduce works is like, we have you have an array, and on that array on every element you want to perform some action, and at the end you just want single output. After performing all operations on your array, you want a single output. Like we have, like, if you want to perform multiplication on your element, and if you want to add a string, or you want to get a sum, so you can do that. So what's the format of that is, so this takes a callback function, and inside that arguments are first like is our accumulator. Okay, and next is our value that you can say, okay, previous value, current value, and the current index and the array. Okay, so like we have the value for that, and if you want to pass, like you can pass index, and you can pass your original array too. Okay, next, whatever you're going to return, okay, that will be the value of accumulator, and we will have a default value when we pass with a comma. Okay, that this will be going your default value. Okay, and if you don't pass any default value, so what accumulator do is, accumulator going to take your first array first value as a default value. Okay, so just see. Okay, now what here we are doing is, currently my accumulator value is 0 and my first value is 1. So what I'm doing is, I'm doing 0 plus 1, it will be going to return, and that is the value of accumulator. Okay, so 1, next is 2. Okay, so we have 1 2, then it is passed in those function. 1 plus 2, we have 3. Okay, according to that we have accumulator as a number, and in that we have a value of 3. So this is how it will be going to work. But what happen if, like, I change this my initial value to 5? So just see this output. Okay, so the original output when value is 0, okay, sum is 21. Okay, but if I change the initial value, it will be 5, and if I don't pass any value, okay, it will be similar like the previous result, we have 21. Is everyone clear with like till now?
Yes.
So let's see the last method we have. Okay, so like it is just to use for the reverse part. Okay, so like we have array. If I take this array, so like we have 1 2 and 3, and if we do the reverse, it will going to revolve me the reverse array. Like, anyone have any problem in array method till now?
Any doubts, guys, in array properties?
And like from here we get these array methods. Okay, so if I tell you about okay, if I do- okay, just see all the methods. Okay, the all the methods, like everyone know, like in JavaScript we have everything as an object. Okay, so it is not like we have something magic in that. Everything is present inside that proto. Okay, inside that array object. Like we have, like, if you are using dot with anything, it means like it is like something as a like object type. Okay, like how you access the some properties, like keys, object dot and that key name. Okay, so it means like it should be provided like as an object, and in that object this function is available. So we have all these functions present in our array constructor. Okay, so you have seen the constructor here, that is array, and inside that we have all the methods. Okay, apart from these methods you can't do anything. Okay, so like we perform concat, we have concat function. Okay, like we have find, filter, Like these are the methods that present with the array, and you can perform only these methods. And if you want to add any method from your side, you have to add it in that in the array prototype. Like in the future session, we will discuss like what objects and how we can add properties, prototypes, and all these things. So all these methods present inside array object. That's why we are able to use that. Okay. So anyone have any problem? Like in any array, in array method.
Any doubt, guys? Any doubt? Acha, okay. So I have one doubt. In for each and map, you told the difference is there is no difference. Like it just create a new element, right? A new array in array.map, right?
Yeah.
But do you know that if you're using an array of like array of object, the array.map property, like map property, can change the ordering of the array. But in for each, it won't. So I think
Okay.
this is also the difference in map and for each. So you
Like
should
if
try
we
like.
have like the indexes like changed or what? I'm not able to understand. Like,
The properties like the ordering can be changed. For example, see ordering can be changed in the increasing order.
but like we can't map object. I think
Yeah,
with map.
no, you can map now. For example, instead of the string in this array, you have array of objects. So basically,
Okay.
you can access the item dot the object name. So you're able to access
Yeah.
the objects. So
Okay.
by that way, if you're doing that, so in that case,
Yeah.
it will return a new array of object. The ordering can be changed in that case.
Okay. Okay.
So you
Understand.
should
Okay. Sir.
keep in mind that, for example, if you want your ordered not to be changed, then for in that case use for each.
Okay. Understood. Sir.
Yeah, okay. Any other doubts? Okay, if not, then we can wrap up the today's session. And tomorrow, who will take then? Anyone want to take the tomorrow session? And the topic will be of your choice. Maybe you can present your work. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be just uh, like in JavaScript or an HTML. Just you can present your last week summary or your weekly blog progress, anything. If you want to do that, I will just randomly pick one. Okay, I will post on the announcement group who have to do that. In that case, you have to pick a topic of your choice. Cool. Okay, perfect. And
Sir,
tomorrow we
you
will be doing. Mhm.
sir, you only give the topic. We don't know much about this, so like we are not aware which topic to cover next.
Yes, I will give that. Like in tomorrow session in the React, we will discuss the all the React properties which you have read in the last 2 days, and I will give you a roadmap of the next week also in React by day, basically day by day roadmap. So next week you won't face any problem in React and your weekly like daily updates.
Okay.
So like
This week, yeah.
it's it's like having a like so like in the choosing the topic, like you can choose any topic like from you have done HTML and CSS. Okay, we have like hell lot of things in HTML CSS till now to talk. Like
Correct.
you can talk on Flexbox. Okay, how Flexbox and everything work. It will be like a revision for everyone. If you want to go more advanced, you can give talk on grid, CSS grid. And
Correct.
if it is like HTML, you can like give talk on how accessibility is in HTML. Okay, accessibility is more important part in HTML. Like what are block elements and these elements. Okay, so in that way you can start
And
like
even if you have come You can present in Hindi as well, so it's not just you have to like do in English. So if you're not comfortable, you can do in
So,
Hindi as well for like
sir is
for the next few
saying,
weeks. Yeah.
like sir is saying about the project, it is like not like you can't share your project. It is like programming is just like you have to learn from everything. Like I don't know like about the for each and map difference, and it is just see like how much simple topic it is. Okay, for each and map, and still like sir
Mhm.
have some extra points. So similarly, if you have project and you are explaining that project, so might be sir like sir is experienced, so he can give us an advice how to make your code more clearer. Okay, that's the experienced developer quality that they have. So in that way, we can also learn.
Right. Okay. So I will randomly assign someone because no one has. Uh, you have not like. Okay. So I will randomly pick one for the tomorrow session and give you a topic. Cool. Perfect. Okay, guys. Bye.
Bye.
So
And thank
thank
you,
you.
Lakshay. It was
Yeah,
wonderful. हाँ हाँ बताओ.
I have some doubt in props. Like if you can clear it right now, that will be
Props.
good, I think.
Okay हाँ
Like I
बताओ
studied,
props.
like, shall I share my screen? Like if it's possible. Okay.
Sure. So you have
The
5 minutes
meeting
because
will.
meeting will end in less than 5 minutes.
What we can do is if you can do like a project session, like a small to do session on React, it will be like great for everyone.
Tomorrow I will do that. Tomorrow I will
Okay,
do
okay.
that. That's only I was planning to do that. Like I wanted to cover the basics of the creating a React application using create React app, then cover the state props, how a button click works, and then how you can update your, for example, you have a number, you want to update that to 1 2 3 -1 -2 -3, then updating a data in the input field and taking the data from there using React. So tomorrow we will do all these things, and you can see that how the state and props all works. We will also try to understand the functional component and the class component. What is the difference between these tools, and uh, how you can make use of both these things, and what are the key differences in this. परफेक्ट. लेकिन अभी के लिए तुम प्रॉप्स पूछ लो, मतलब प्रॉप्स में क्या डाउट है. हेलो. आवाज नहीं आ रही है तुम्हारी.
Like this way.
Okay, I think let's connect on the Google Meet. I'm ending this sessions. Like if you have doubt, I'm sending you a Google Meet link. We can connect there. Cool. Yeah, sure.
Okay, man.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, guys.